Alright. All Halam Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Honors and salutations to all sincere Akim out here pushing his truth and laboring, man. You know, on and off the camera. Alright, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Once again, I come out here week in and week out prophesying the downfall of America according to the Bible, man. Which our people don't want to hear. And the people that I'm speaking to is coming exactly out this book, man. But you don't want to wake up and see who you are, man. Alright? And we got a lot of work to do. That's why this place hasn't gone down yet, man. Because our people still going to whoring after different gods, man. You know? Wanting to be all these other different nations. It's time for our people to wake up. With you 12 tribes, man. No matter what you look like. You're coming out here for the 12 tribes, man. There's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 11. It says, "Hath a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods, but my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit." So that's talking about our people now. And you could go back to the book of Maccabees, man. You know? When our people wanted to make covenants with these other nations, the same way that you make a covenant with America today, man. And how do you make a covenant with America? You follow after the laws and the traditions of this place, man. Which you have the Day of Souls coming up, which is also known as Halloween. Which that's a day for the dead, man. All right, the Bible don't talk about the dead, man. Except for our people that's still walking around here mentally dead, man. You know? For our people that's coming out here still not realizing that you're an Israelite, man. That the Bible speaks of. But once the truth start coming out, the block want to scatter like roaches, man. So what you do, you turn back to different gods. You know? And that's all throughout history, man. I'm going to start that over. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2 and 11. It says, "Hath the nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods." So the gods of this place right here, they're not gods, man. They're not real powers. They're not living, man. All right? They idols, man. And that's what our people is heavy into. They heavy into idol worship. And then you even have our people knowing that the Lord looks like me and you, but they still wear that Caesar Borgia thing on their necklace, man. Just like I asked the guy the other day, man, because he had Caesar Borgia on his chest, and I asked him, did he know who that was, man? He's like, "Oh, I know this ain't the real Jesus. I know that. I know he looks like me and you, brother. But why are you still wearing that chain? Why could you heavy in the idol worship, man?" It says, "But my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit." So you change the glory. You change the glory from being an Israelite, the top nation on the face of the planet, man, to what? The things that don't profit. They're trying to be like another nation. There's no profit in that, man. It's about people still walking around here blind, raising their children after the traditions of man. And you know that it's wrong. Because once you grow up and become an adult and you figure out all the things that you was taught was wrong, why would you teach your children that, man? Verse 12 says, "Be astonished, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be ye very desolate, saith Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns, draw water out the earth. That's what a cistern is, man. And they still have cistern type of you could say agriculture, or the way they hold the water, man. You look up that word cistern. All right, I'm gonna read that again, man. It says, "For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living water," man. Now, who's the fountain of living water, man? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. That's who the fountain of living water is, man. It ain't no Buddha. It ain't no Jesus Christ. It ain't no Allah. Or whatever other names people call a God. And then you got the nerve to say it don't matter what name you call him, man. You know? When the scriptures clearly tell you that only his elect is going to know his name, man. And really follow by that name. But you got dudes out here calling on his name and he don't even know him. Matter of fact, let me finish this for you. It says, "For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewn them out cisterns, broken cisterns, that can hold no water," man. So that's saying it can't hold no water. That means it holds no weight. And that's what our people want to do. They want to do things that hold no weight, man. Instead of waking up to the fact that you an Israelite that the Lord told you. As a matter of fact, they even got all movies in Hollywood that tell you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that you're the children of Israel, man. But who do y'all want to be? Y'all want to be Baptist. Y'all want to be Christian. Y'all want to be Protestant. Not even knowing that all those names came from a so-called white man. They're different denominations to further keep you blinded, man. They different denominations to further keep you blinded. Alright? It says, verse 14 says, "Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled, man?" I'm going to read that again. It says, "Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled, man? Why are you spoiled? Because you went a whoring after different gods, man." Alright? You went a whoring after different gods. Salak, y'all. Yeah. I'm going to read that one more time, man. All right, it says, Jeremiah 2:14. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 14. It says, "Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoil you, man?" And spoil is like a spoil is when you take over something after war, man. That's the goods, man. All right, so right now, we're considered spoiled. Each and every last one of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are spoiled right now, man. All right? You're the benefits of war, man. Which they took us over, man. All right? And it says, "Why is he spoil you?" Why? Because you turned your back on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. You calling all these different gods who aren't gods, man. All right? Allah, that word just means God, but that's not a God, man. He can't hear. Allah is not a God, man. Neither is Jesus Christ. Allah is a goddamn stone. Who our people want to sit down, our people rather bow down and pray to a rock. Swear you got so much knowledge, man, but don't know nothing. And that's the reason why you're in the predicament you're in. But this is First Maccabees, chapter 1. I'm gonna start at verse 54. It says, now the 15th day of the month, Casliu, in the 145th year, they set up the abomination of desolation upon the altar, and builded idol altars throughout the cities of Judea on every side, man. So that's going back to the ancient time, man. All right, our people was always heavy in the building idols, as they still are today. They heavy in the idol worship, man. You celebrate Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. That's all idol worship. And Thanksgiving is a holiday for the massacre of the so-called Native Americans, man, in this country, man, which was Gad and Manasseh. You also had the Seminole Indians. And Reuben also, man. So when you celebrate Thanksgiving, that's what you're celebrating. All right, it says, verse 55 says, and burnt incense at the doors of their houses and in the streets. And when they had rent in pieces the books of the law, which they found, they burnt them with fire. And wheresoever was found with any book of the testament, or if any consented to the law, the king's commandment was that they should put him to death. Thus did they by their authority unto the Israelites every month, to as many as were found in the cities, man. So that was a judgment for Israel. Why? Because you built up idols in our altars, man. You built up idols in our altars, man. You know? Matter of fact, the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3. You know, because like churches, man, they love to downplay the Old Testament, so to speak. But it really ain't the Old Testament, it's the Old Testament, man. All right? This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20. I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, and the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am Yahweh thy power, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, and out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me, man. It said, thou shalt not have no other gods before me. All right? And the Most High's name is Yahweh. All right, which means, Yah means he, Howeh means exist. Like this brother right here, yo, bro. You don't want to stop. And it's funny I'm talking about graven images,